Hello everyone, and welcome finally to my channel. So I want to apologize first that my backdrops aren't here and everything's not all glitzy and glamorous, but I'm in a transitional phase and I've been feeling kind of down about wanting to make videos and express myself with you guys, and I know a few of you always ask me to make them. So I thought, you know, what the heck. Anyways, I'm gonna do one of my favorite makeup looks for you guys. It says that we're gonna do makeup with Lorraine, smoky eye, red accents, and taupe lip. I thought, since it's my first video, I would do just, you know, a little introduction stuff, and I'm gonna do like a little mini haul because I went a little retail therapy today. You know, gotta cheer yourself up somehow. Hawaiian print dress, but it's in black and white, so I was like, yeah, I can do this. Got these fabulous Bohemian pants. They have this like beautiful Indian looking print, and I love all the colors. Okay, this right here I'm super excited about. I've been needing a new red polka dot dress. This one is really fun because it goes off the shoulders, and I'm going to stand up so you can see that it's a longer cut, which as I'm getting older, I don't really like mini dresses anymore unless I'm of course at work, and in that case I would just consider that lingerie. But this hits right above the knees, and I think that's a really flattering look for the young 20s and up. Moving right along, we have this wonderful kind of a maxi length dress, and I really love it because it's a two-tone, kind of like a baseball tee kind of feel. That's what it reminds me of with the two different block colors. So I really love black and white, as I said earlier. Love. You could see it's like probably about 5 inches below the knee. Wonderful. Love it. So I also bought a black lace cardigan that I think is really beautiful, and it's open lace, and then the back is like kind of like half lace. I just really love it. I love overshirts. I think they really make an outfit. And I got a few things in gold and a few things in silver just to kind of keep it like little sets. So this is like a really great kind of like the bracelet with the connected ring. I can try to like put it on. Alrighty, so I really love it. I think it's really fun. I'm not going to put it on all the way because I have my little bow ring on. But yeah, it's like really fun. I think it will be really great to show off just nails, or, you know, even if I was making other jewelry, it would look really fun for some pictures. Love it. Love when there's multiple uses to pieces. Did you catch any of that? I know I talk so fast. So I got these really great chokers. They had them in gold and silver for both of the designs, but I went ahead and got a little heart locket in silver, and then I got like a little gold cross. Love them. Definitely for work. Cute, and I love the thick velvet band a lot. So this is my favorite. Yeah, I'm obsessed with bows and anything obnoxious and glitzy and glitter. So that's my little mini haul, and let's get started with the makeup. Alright, so I went ahead and I already had showered before this, so I went ahead and washed my face. I also did a really great scrub that I like to do about 3 to 4 times a week. As you can tell, I don't have perfect skin by any means. So I use a coffee scrub, and it has the coffee, sea salt, and coconut oil. It's really great. It kind of like both combats the breakouts with the sea salt, and then the coconut oil really seals in the moisture, and I think that's really important for healing your skin, especially when you're having like a bad skin period with breakouts and any of that, and even the fine lines. Really, the coconut oil makes a great difference, and so I like to use that scrub 3 times a week at least. So I went ahead and used this moisturizer, Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. I really like this because my skin is very sensitive and it will break out at the slightest thing. So this is incredible. Really seals in the moisture. And that's very, very important. When you are approaching your mid-20s, you are getting older, you have to moisturize. You have to get your skin on a regimen. I really think 18, 19, you should start on a skin regimen, like daily. But, you know, when you're 23, like, skin regimen, moisturizer, moisturizer, moisturizer. Have to. Okay, so I like to do my brows first. So we're gonna do that. And what I first like to do is I like to use a dark brown eyeliner pencil. And I like to use just a Wet n Wild. I think it's like 99 cents. It's really cheap and it's very beneficial. So I'm not going to use the magnifying side when I do my eyebrows. I'm going to use the side where I can see the full face, just so I can get a full view of both eyebrows to make sure that they're as even as I like. So make sure that it's sharp, because that'll be how you get your details. So I will do a detailed brow routine with a little bit more of a close-up view in another video, but basically I just outline my eyebrows. I do a line underneath, and I do a line on top. So I'm going to do that to the other side. Okay, so I have just outlined both of my eyebrows. Go in with a little small brush. You can even use a toothbrush. One of the girls at work said she uses a little toothbrush, and I personally, if I was going to use a toothbrush, I would use maybe a baby one so that it's a little bit smaller, because as you can see, this brush that I like to use is only about ½ an inch, just the front part of my eyebrows. So I'm going to do it to the top line and to the bottom line, just on this front part to where my eyebrows meet my nose. And this is going to be what creates like kind of like a gradient look and makes the eyebrows look a little bit more softer. So as you can see, I'm going to kind of rub and then brush down, and then with the bottom line, again, just kind of rub and brush up this time. And then there'll be like a little tiny white space where none of the product got on. Just do a little dab of product right in the middle. Okay, and so that should look kind of like an airbrushed kind of soft look, and that looks really, really beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and do that to the other side. Again, we are kind of rubbing it and then brushing down on the top line. And then again rubbing it all on the line and then brushing up on the bottom line. And just do that until it's as light as the other side, or at least as close as you can. So I'm going to go in with some Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and I use the shade Ebony. So I'm going to use my Morphe Brushes angled brush, and I'm just going to use a little bit of product because I kind of like build it up a little by little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of follow the guideline that I gave myself with the eyebrow pencil. So I'm going to go in, but this time I'm going to leave this faded part alone. So I'm going to probably start about ½ an inch in so that I can get a real gradient soft look. And I'm just filling in the space using those two lines as a guide, gradually building the product so that it doesn't look clumpy. I know if you go through my Instagram photos, you can see the dramatic transformation of my eyebrows. With a Wet n Wild Flesh Tone eyeliner pencil. I'm going to draw a line underneath the eyebrow to just kind of carve it out and give it a really clean, crisp look. I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer by NYX, and it's an eyeshadow base, and it's in white, and I'm going to use white because I really want the red transitional colors to be bright and really be bold and in your face, because it's going to be a really dramatic smoky eye, and that's what I like. So one thing I would like to ask you guys is to please comment below your absolute favorite eyeshadow primer. I don't care if it's drugstore brand or expensive, doesn't matter. I'm on the hunt for some really good primers, so I want to like get some advice from you guys. And so I'm just gonna go in with a flat brush, and I really apologize that I didn't clean my makeup brushes today. I just ran out of cleaner, and I tried to go to the store and get some for you. I was running around like a maniac. I actually tried to have this cute little spider web cake holder that I was going to put my little brushes on and like show them all to you, but I bought it and then I couldn't find my screwdriver, and I actually tried to screw it in with a knife, and that was bad news bears. So next time I'll be more prepared with cute ass decorations and clean brushes, promise. So don't judge. Oh, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and flip it to the magnifying side. These mirrors are great. I got mine for $8.99 at Target. Conair magnifying mirror. I'm sure that there's a lot of better options for handheld mirrors, but this is cheap. This is a girl's best friend, and I think it's a very affordable product that any of you can go out and get, and it will make your makeup application wonderful with this with this mirror. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply the product to both eyes. I went a little crazy and used too much. That's another problem that can help with creasing, is using the right amount of product, because you don't want to use too much like I just did, then your shit will crease up. You can tell I'm real formal. Already letting the cuss words slip out. Potty mouth, dork, nerd, whatever you want to call me. I'm all of the above. Okay, so I got a message on Tumblr, and somebody said that they really wanted me to work with the Venus palette because they loved it, but it was out of their comfort zone. And then I'm also going to be working with my Morphe 35C palette. It's like a little mini flat brush, but it's like a little dome at the top. It's really great for precision work, like the highlight and then the corner. So I'm going to just use the bright white, and I'm also going to use the magnifying side still of my mirror. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to put my mirror at an angle so I can kind of see up, and so I can just put it right on the brow. I'm going to first pack it on, and then I'm going to smooth it out. And I'm using windshield wiper motions to just kind of smooth it out. And that lays down the white base that I like on my brow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that to the inner corners as well. I'm just going to pack it on to the inner corners and kind of up into the brow highlight. And then I'm just going to kind of go in circular motions and just blend it in. So just pack it on. And then little circular motions, just blend it on in. Okay, Next, I'm going to go to the Venus palette, and I'm going to use the shade Aura, which I absolutely love this shade for the brow bone highlight because it's a very, very neutral highlight shade. It's not too bright and in your face because it does have a little bit of a flesh undertone, but it has this really, really great sheen and shimmer to it, and it looks very beautiful as kind of like a top layer onto your brow bone. And I'm only going to put that right where my brow bone kind of naturally shines, where the light hits it. Again, I'm just going to pack it on and then lightly just kind of fluff it a little bit. Pack it and then just do this little fluffy motion. Going to do that to the other side, just where the light naturally hits my brow already. Pack it on and then just lightly like fluff. So I'm going to also do that with the inner corners. I'm going to do the round circular motions again after packing on the product. For my transitional shade and kind of like the base in between the crease and the brow bone, what I'm going to use is the 35C palette, and I'm going to use this kind of a light peachy orange. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put a very thin layer because I want this shade to be very neutral and just kind of lay down a nice little base for some color. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush that again has a little dome top. I'm going to put this product right in between the brow and the crease. So I'm just going to push it into where that area is, and then I'm just going to do little circular motions. Now as you can see, this color is very, very pigmented already. So to get that light look, I'm going to go in with another brush that has no product on it, and I'm going to just blend it out in windshield wiper motions. Okay, so now you have a softer peach base for the color impact that we are about to go in with. So I'm going to wipe off the product onto my little towel, and I'm going to go in with windshield wiper motions, blend that baby out. And there you have it. We have our peach base. Okay, next we're going to kind of make another layer of peach, but we're going to use the Rebirth color from our Venus palette. Okay, so as you can see, all of the red has been gradually built up from our lightest peach color all the way up into the true red color of the pigment that we popped on to really brighten up the corner of our eyes and the crease to make it a really, really deep red. So now that that is done, we're going to go into what I call the smoky eye. Now please don't try to be mean if you don't think that this is a correct way to do eye makeup. I like to wear my makeup really, really dramatic, and I like to consider my style of makeup a little bit more on the gothic side, and so everybody does makeup differently, and that is okay. So for my smoky eyed red accent, this is what I'm going to do, and you could do it however you like to do your smoky eye, but if you want to get the same look that's going to be on my eyeball, stay tuned. We're going to go in with one of my favorite liquid jelly eyeliners, and that's Maybelline Eye Studio Blackest Black. Blacker than black. Angled eyeliner brush. I'm going to dip it into the Maybelline Eye Studio Blackest of Black. And I'm going to use the magnified side of my mirror still. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of draw a cat eye, but it's going to be a little bit thicker because it's going to cover the entire middle section of the lid up until we get to the crease. So it may help to actually draw a kind of cat eye. I'm going to do a cat eye liner just as a guide. like a guide, and then you're just gonna kind of keep building it until it's as thick as you like, or it's as thick as, like I said, covering up the middle part of the lid up until you get to the crease. Now don't be afraid to really cake this on, because this stuff dries and it stays put, okay? Like, it's wonderful. Okay, so as you can see, I really made my cat eye dramatic. And so that is going to be a wrap for the gel liner. So I'm going to go in with a large angled brush, and I'm going to use a really, really dark pigmented black from my 35C palette. And you're just going to pack it on with the angled brush. So I start at the middle of the lid, and you just really pack the eyeshadow on over that jelly liner. Okay, so I'm going to do that to the other side, and then after that we're all done with the eyes. We just have to put on our lashes, mascara, and eyeliner, and I like to do that personally after I put on my foundation. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll get to the foundation. Okay, so I'm going to pack on the eyeshadow. Again, I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to really just outline the black. Okay, so I went ahead and did my foundation and contour and blush and all that good stuff. I want to go back to the eyes. I did go ahead and do a little bit more blending with a clean fluffy brush just on like where the red and brow highlight meet, just to make it a little bit more smoother. So I already put mascara on my top and bottom lashes. I'm gonna go in to my waterline and place this black waterline Vasanti. I don't know, I got it in like a little Ipsy bag, but it's really great and it's pretty waterproof and stays pretty good in the waterline. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with Lime Crime's Wicked Velveteen, and I'm going to scrape it off so that I only have a little bit of product right on the tip of the brush. And I'm just going to make little dots on the lower lash line just to give myself a little bit of red pigment underneath my waterline. So really let that dry. Now you can go back in with a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes if a little bit of product got on it. Okay, next we're going to put on eyelashes. I misplaced my tweezers, so I'm going to go ahead and use this little lash holder that came with one of my kits. Normally I don't like using these. I love using tweezers because it gets really precise next to the lash line, but I'm going to make do with what I have because I might have left it in my work bag. So I'm going to put a thin layer of Duo glue on my lashes. I'm going to let it dry for about 30 seconds just to let it get a little bit of tack onto it. So while I do that, while I let it get a little bit of tack, I'm going to go ahead and put glue on my other lash. So I'm going to let these tack up a little bit, and I'm going to put on my first lash. So I just use, preferably I said I like to use tweezers, but I'm going to just use this lash holder. I'm going to try to get it as close to the lash line as possible, and then work on the inner corner. And then I'm just going to push it down. Oh, the inner corner popped up. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of pinching my lashes and the lashes together as I secure it onto the lash line. Okay, now I'm just gonna push the lashes up a little bit, as I like to wear them very long and dramatic. I went a little overboard with concealer, so I'm just tapping on a little bit of powder. So the final step in this look, I'm going to use my NYX liquid lipstick lingerie line in the color Corset. It is a beautiful gray taupe nude, and I absolutely adore it. So I put a dab on the middle of my lip, and then I outline my lips. Okay, so I went ahead and put on the flow pants that I showed you guys earlier, and I paired it with this strappy bandage top and of course a black lace overshawl. And I really enjoyed this outfit, and I had so much fun making this look get ready with me mini haul tutorial video for you guys. And I can't wait for the future because I'm going to be creating so much more content for you guys. I'm going to really treat this as my video blog. I'm going to try to make 3 to 5 a week. We'll see if I can keep up with that. So please subscribe to keep up with all of my madness. And of course, if you have any suggestions or if you have any requests, please leave them in the comments below for me. I would love to deliver all the content that you guys would wish to see. I plan on making videos on makeup, hooping, and I would love to do a lot more beauty videos for you guys. So any requests, I'll do a few at work, maybe some locker room shenanigans, and some pole and hooping tutorials. We'll see. So just leave your suggestions in the comments below. Oh, I want to do cooking too. I love, love, love cooking, and I get requests for that all the time. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I just had a really good time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember, shine bright, my beautiful darlings. Bye-bye.